So, if you're over 50 and your knees ache or your legs give way on the stairs, it's not just your age catching up with you. Weak muscles force your joints to do all the work, which is why arthritis pain gets worse fast. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 exact steps my patients over 50 use to rebuild strength, ease pain, and move freely so you can keep doing the things that you love. But before we start, here's a quick check you can do right now. Sit in a chair, cross your arms, and slowly stand up. Then lower yourself back down. If that felt shaky at all or even painful, I hate to say it, your thigh muscles have already started to switch off. Unfortunately, after 50, we naturally start to lose muscle. It's something called sarcopenia, and it happens faster in the thighs than anywhere else. When those muscles weaken, your joints are forced to take more impact with every step. That's why every single simple thing like stairs or getting up from the chair can suddenly feel harder, and why arthritis pain can spiral quickly. But here's the encouraging part. Research shows that even people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, strength can be rebuilt in as little as 8 weeks. So no matter where you're starting from, your joints can still get the support they need. You just have to wake those muscles back up. And that's exactly where we're going to begin. Because before you can rebuild strength, you have to find out how much weakness or stiffness is holding you back. That's why rebuilding leg strength isn't just about moving better. It's one of the best ways to slow down arthritis itself. Let's start with step number 1. The first move to wake those muscles back up. The first step is to reactivate the muscles that have been switched off by years of stiffness and pain. When your knees hurt, your body naturally avoids using the surrounding muscles properly, especially your quadriceps, which are the big muscles at the front of your thighs. Over time, they forget how to fire. And that's why your legs can feel shaky or give way on the stairs. Think of your quads like the shock absorbers of your body. When they're strong and active, they take the load off your joints. But when they're weak, every step sends that pressure straight into your cartilage. So before you start any big strengthening exercises, you have to wake these muscles up again. And it only takes a few minutes a day. Here's how you're going to do it. Sit or lie down with your legs straight and a small towel under your knee. What I want you to do now is gently press your knee down onto the towel and lift your heel off the floor, and you'll feel a really big burn onto your quad, which is your thigh muscle here. I want you to hold that for 5 seconds and then relax. And I want you to repeat this 10 to 15 times. Now, this simple movement reconnects your brain to your muscle, and we call that the mind-muscle connection. It teaches your quads to switch on again, which is the foundation of every stronger step you'll take. Once you've reactivated those muscles, it's time to build on that foundation. And that starts by adding strength safely, which brings us onto step 2. Once those key muscles are awake again, the next step is to start building real lasting strength, but in a way your joints can actually tolerate. Most people over 50 try to go straight to squats or lunges and wonder why their knees swell the next day. And that's because painful joints can't yet handle big, loaded movements like your squats and your lunges. So you need to strengthen in a supported position first, where your muscles do the work, but your joints stay protected. We're just getting your body to trust movement again, because when the muscles grow stronger, the joints finally stop panicking, and that's when pain begins to ease. One of the safest ways to do this is with a straight leg raise. Lie flat on your back with one leg bent and the other straight. Tighten your thigh and lift your leg straight up in the air and back down. And then repeat. And I want you to do 10 to 15 reps of that. If you do this 3 times a week, research shows you can see measurable strength gains in as little as 8 weeks, even in your 60s and 70s. Stronger quads mean less strain on the knees, better balance, and greater confidence on stairs or on even ground. As your strength improves, you can gently add a light ankle weight or resistance band. Remember, small, Consistent progress is what protects your joints long term. And once you've rebuilt that base level of strength, there's one more crucial step that keeps your progress from slipping away. And that's using it in real life. Once your muscles are awake and getting stronger, the final step is to lock those gains in through everyday movements. This is where many people unknowingly lose progress because they strengthen in a clinic or at home, but never actually use that new strength in real life. Here's what I mean. Imagine you've been training your legs, but when you stand up or climb stairs, you still rely on your good leg. That tells your body it doesn't need to use the weaker side, and all that hard work slowly fades away. So instead, focus on moving symmetrically through daily life. Every time you stand up, walk, or climb stairs, consciously push evenly through both legs and straighten both knees fully at the top. These little micro reps throughout the day are what signals your body to say, this is the new normal. That's how your nervous system learns to keep those muscles switched on and your joints supported automatically. If you've made it through this video, first of all, thank you. It helps with the algorithm. But secondly, as a reward for you, I'm going to give you the best piece of advice that will help you see the changes that I'm sure you want to see. Exercises build the foundation, but it's your habits that turn that foundation into stability, freedom, and confidence again. And that's when you use those stronger legs every day. That's when things start to change. Stairs stop feeling like mountains, walks become easier, and you start trusting your body again. Because the truth is, arthritis doesn't take away movement, it takes away confidence. And when you follow these 3 steps consistently, you rebuild both. So don't wait for it to get worse. Start with the simple movements today. Keep building your strength and use it every day because that's how you stay active, independent, and pain-free for years to come. If you want to further your journey into living a life without arthritis pain, I suggest you watch this video next, where I give you 10 daily exercises that you can start with right away that will help you achieve your potential. You've got this.